Let me tell you a quick story. A couple of years ago, I was exactly where you are right now. I had big goals, a clear vision of what I wanted to achieve, and that burst of motivation that comes from watching too many self-improvement videos. For a few days, I was unstoppable, taking off my tasks, feeling productive, thinking I had it all figured out. But then it happened. Slowly, without even realizing it, I started slipping. The distractions crept in, motivation faded, and before I knew it, I was back in my old habits, stuck in the same cycle. I kept asking myself, why can't I just stay consistent? Sound familiar? If you have been there too, you are not alone. This happens to so many people, and there's a reason for it. It's not because you are lazy, undisciplined, or need more willpower. The problem goes way deeper than that. Here's the truth. Change is not about trying harder or finding a magic solution that will fix everything overnight. Change is about understanding the patterns that keep pulling you back and knowing exactly how to break free from them. That's what this video is about. No fluff, no empty promises, just real practical steps to help you break out of the cycle once and for all. I've been through it, and now I am going to share the exact process that worked for me, so you can finally start making the progress you have been chasing for so long. Stick around, because what I am about to show you will change your life, how you approach things. Step 1. Understand the triggers. Let's get real for a moment. You can't change what you are not aware of, right? That's the first step of taking control of your life. Most of us go through our bad days without even realizing what's causing us to spiral. You might think your bad habits just came out of nowhere, but in reality, there's always a trigger behind them. Think about it. Why do you find yourself reaching for your phone every 5 minutes? Or why do you suddenly feel the urge to binge on junk food after a long day? It's not random. It's your brain reacting to specific triggers: stress, boredom, anxiety, frustration, whatever it is. There's a pattern. But here's the problem: most people don't take the time to recognize these triggers. They are stuck in the cycle of reacting instead of understanding. Let me break it down. Every time you feel stressed or bored, your brain craves a quick fix, something that will give you that hit of dopamine. And that's why you mindlessly scroll through social media, grab that snack, or fall into the cycle of procrastination. Your brain has learned that these things give it a quick reward without much effort, and it pulls you towards the loop of instant gratification. The trick to break the cycle is awareness. You have to identify what's setting you off before you can actually regain control. And now, I'm not just talking about big moments either. It's the small everyday situations that catch us off guard. The ones we barely notice, but make the biggest impact over time. So here's what you can do. For the next week, keep a journal. Every time you find yourself losing control, whether it's picking up your phone, overreacting to someone, or slipping into a bad habit, write down what happened right before. Were you stressed out, bored, angry? Identify the trigger. The more you track these moments, the more you will see the patterns that have been holding you back. Understanding your triggers is the foundation of self-control. Once you know what's pulling you off track, you can start to make conscious decisions instead of just reacting. And trust me, this small step will completely change the game for you. Step 2. Create a pause. Now you have identified your triggers, it's time to talk about one of the most powerful tools you can use: the pause. This is that crucial moment before you react or give in to temptation. It may seem small, but that split second can be a game changer. When you are faced with a trigger, stress, boredom, or whatever pulls you in, the impulse to act can be overwhelming. But here's the secret. If you can actually create a pause, you are already on your way to making better choices. This moment is the most critical moment for change. It's where you can take a break and decide how to respond instead of just reacting. One effective way to implement this pause is the 5-second rule. When you feel the urge to act, count backward from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This simple technique gives your brain just enough time to interrupt habitual reaction. Instead of mindlessly scrolling your phone or reaching out for the snack, you create a moment to think. From a neuroscience perspective, this pause is powerful. When you interrupt your automatic response, you break those habitual neural pathways that often lead you to unhealthy behaviors. By slowing down, you give your brain a chance to process and choose a different action. So the next time you feel the urge to give in, remember the pause. It's small but mighty step towards taking control of your life and making choices that align with your goals. Embrace it and watch how it transforms your ability to respond more thoughtfully. Step 3. Limit the temptation. Always remember, self control isn't just about resisting those urges when they hit, it's also about setting up your space in a way that makes it easier to succeed. Willpower is a finite resource. You might feel strong in the moment, but once you are used to it, it can be hard to keep going. Instead of relying solely on willpower, think ahead and remove temptation before they even reach you. This proactive approach makes all the difference. For example, if you find yourself scrolling through social media too much, consider using apps that limit your screen time, or even put your phone away so you can't reach it. Set boundaries for how long can you spend on those platforms each day. This way you are not constantly fighting the urges to check your phone. You have taken small steps to minimize that temptation. The most important thing in this digital era is creating a supporting and inspirational digital environment. Unfollow accounts that don't add value to your life. This way your feed becomes a source of inspiration rather than a trigger for comparison or distractions. If notification pulls you away from tasks, turn them off. This simple action creates a quieter space in your mind, allowing you to concentrate better on what truly matters. By minimizing this temptation, you reduce the chances of needing to rely on willpower. Instead, you create a supportive environment that aligns with your goal. The less you have to fight against distraction, the more energy you will have to invest in your personal growth. Step 4. Reframe your mindset. Let's talk about mindset because this is huge. A lot of people get stuck in this all or nothing thinking. When it comes to self-control, you either feel like you have got it all together or you think you have completely blown it. But here's the thing, self-control isn't just a switch you flip on or off. It's more like a muscle. You can strengthen it over time. Start by changing how you talk to yourself. Instead of saying, I can't resist this, which makes you feel powerless, switch it up to, I choose not to. For example, if you are trying to cut back on social media but finding yourself reaching out for phone, remind yourself, I choose not to scroll right now. This small change in wording puts you back in the driver's seat. You are making a choice rather than feeling like a victim of your impulses. Now, let's focus on those little wins. Celebrate them. Maybe you resisted scrolling through social media when you were bored, or choose to walk instead of binge watching another episode. These small victories add up and help build your self-control. Think of them like a small deposits into your self-control bank. And nobody is perfect. We all slip up sometimes. And when that happens, don't beat yourself up about it. Acknowledge it, forgive yourself, and move on. Treat it like a learning experience. The key is to get back on the right track right away. Gaining real control takes time. But you can start these 4 steps today. Remember, it's not about having more willpower. It's about using smarter strategies to handle life's challenges. You will realize real changes on how you approach things.